All right, how you doing? Good Friday on the 7th December. This is Zacarias, and I'm trying to promote my business online. Right now, I'm selling T-shirts, so I'm sure those who love to see Zacarias, Senor Zacarias, please go there on the bottom of this video. Of the different websites. I have a Team Zacarias T-shirt. I have those who like to drink matcha. The matcha tea. Yes, there's some green tea. They have it in coffee. I got mine right mixed in. I mixed mine, yeah, the little green tea with matcha ginger in it. I mixed it with some espresso. Yes, I made my own coffee tea. Yes, I did. And so therefore, it's called Matcha is my Kush, and they're both the t-shirts are 21.99. Okay, so I know this holiday season, I'm sure you want to give your spouse, your cousins, your children, your grandchildren, niños, nietos, nietas, you know what I'm saying, hijos, okay, you know what I'm saying, anybody in the familia, no matter, no me importa, no te importa, no te importa, completeness. Okay, good. So therefore, go on the bottom of this video and not only subscribe to my channel, but also look at the t-shirts. I also have mugs. I have women's muscle shirts and hoodies, the Teens Zacarias, and also the other t-shirt, which is Mantra is my Kush. Yes, the drug Kush, the synthetic weed. Well, I never done drugs in my life, illegal drugs. Okay, so um, but when you buy the Mantra tea, especially the small package ones, you buy a big locks. It looks like Kush. I never get. I was mixing with my coffee, my espresso one time. I said, "Dang, that sounds like Kush." I seen Kush on the internet. Okay, so that's why I got the idea. So those who love to drink matcha, which is legal, don't panic. It's organic and it's also legal. Always drink some matcha. Matcha help people think straight. Make you lose weight. I mean, it's a wonderful uh, herb, wonderful herbal supplement that I love to drink. It helps me drink when I'm out of ginkgo biloba or goto cola. I love drinking matcha. Matcha helps me think straight. Has caffeine, like small portion compared to espresso, which I have double caffeine. I'm about to get high right now on. So therefore, so at the bottom, please go and look at the t-shirts, the mug, all the accessories of the mantra is my Kush, and also Team Zacarias. Also, to those who want to save money during this Christmas season, okay, and New Year's, I have a Dosh app, and it's a referral. You get $5 referral. It's adjustments when you use the Dosh app. You on your either on your PayPal or your credit card or debit card that you register in, it takes points out of that purchase like at CVS and give you some money. Like I went to CVS recently and it gave me like about 50 cents like that out of my purchase. So it accumulates instead for you have money, and also you can use that to refer people as well. So I do apologize that during the Thanksgiving they had $10, but people was not looking at it. But now since Christmas season, I know I'm going to get people to get some of your sales on the t-shirts. Yes, you have to believe to see it. T-shirts, and also I'm gonna get those who want money. So it's $5, $5, and you're gonna accumulate that $5 so you can go, save money and later on put in your PayPal or your bank account or whatever. So therefore, Zacarias giving presents to y'all. Be blessed, okay, and be thankful that Zacarias, those who watch my channel, are getting the treats. Either you buy treats or get treats for money and accumulate money when you spend on the app called Dosh. Okay, so therefore, anyway, and I might put Leo's rule. Okay, I have a teacher called Leo's rule. Since Chris Perez is a Leo, so I'm gonna have to add that on there as well. So those who are Leos, just like me and Chris Perez, we both August Leos, July Leos, whatever. I have a T-shirt for us. Yes, we do. We rule. Okay. So therefore, I'm gonna put that as well, since we do have a special Leo we're talking about today. Now, anyone heard the bad, sad news? Selena Quintanilla's widowed husband lost a case with Abraham Quintanilla the second. Okay, the third is AB. Okay, and what it was, everyone knows that he had a book, To Love with Selena, I think something like that. I forgot the title of it. And so he was supposed to make it to a series, and Abraham Quintanilla, used that 95 contract they all signed. He said it was, I think it's fraudulent, if I'm not mistaken, but they said that everybody in the family has signed so they can control Selena's name, voice, and they allowed him to make the book, but he don't want the book to come out. It's weird that the book is not published. It's published, but it's no longer. It's not even in production. But the Secret of Selena, okay, the Secret of Selena is on Telemundo, and y'all, I did not watch. My TV is not working. Okay, it's unplugged right here, and YouTube is my TV. Okay, let me. First of all, I'm going. Yes, I'm going to talk bad about the actress. First of all, she does not look like Selena. Second of all, the disco melody. Hub, I seen I Will Survive the whole through the whole part of the melody. It's not even melody. Okay. Then one thing I will give credit that it shows Selena as a little girl when she had them design outfits, when she had short hair. You saw Becky Lee Meza with longer hair. That's the like 19 late 70s of Selena. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Going to 1979 when I was born to 1980. In the mid 80s, she had the short, prixie cut. Yes, she did, and it showed her singing girls. With the sing opera song, "Girls Wanna Have Fun." Okay, all right. So what it? And it's funny that the Abraham Quintanilla, okay, the Latino version of Joe Jackson, um, did not sue Maria. What's her name? It's been a while to that video. God dog it. The Puerto Rican woman who did this book and movie in production, whatever. It's weird that he's not suing her. He's weird that he's not telling her to stop production because they had made this series. It's like a novella or something like that. And I look at this woman here who like an older version because Selena died at 23 years old. This woman like she her 30s playing Selena. No, you know what I'm saying? She don't look young, okay? Alicia Lopez was like 2 years older than Selena, born in '69, just like Chris Perez. They both are Jennifer Lopez, like a couple days older than Chris Perez. Okay, so they about to be 50. No, don't get y'all. Jennifer Lopez and Chris Perez. I'm about to be 40, so we 10 years before. Just like Tyler Perry about to be 50, so it's Diddy about to be 50. They both born in '69, right? Diddy born in '68. Well, anyway, y'all both born in late '60s. Well, I born in late '70s, so therefore we're 10 years apart. Okay. Anyway, Will Smith already passed 50. He already 50. He already 50 right now because he turned 50. He's in 1968. Anyway, so but y'all was born in 1969. Okay, so to see this woman here, she born 1979 or probably before me or probably the early 80s and look like she do look her age. She playing Selena. Really, really. What is her name? Maria. I forgot her name. Um, Celestes. Maria Celestes. You got some. No, I'm not saying the woman is ugly without the makeup looking like this, but she do not. It's like a Halloween costume, like an older woman's trying to play. That really. Then it shows the part when she go visit Yolanda, Sandoval. I'm gonna say Yolanda Adams. Yolanda Sandoval. Okay, that's the gospel singing Yolanda Adams. So and the woman looked like Sandoval with the curly hair. But remember, she had a little short hairstyle too. She started growing her hair out curly, like in a bob, like when she was locked up in jail. Cause I'm looking in details how these folks look. Okay, and then what I'm saying, it showed more of the Selena besides the script version of Selena. I do not give it credit for making a lie of Selena in her life with this book that sort of all written with Maria Celestes. But no offense to Suzette, and I do follow Suzette on Instagram. I love Suzette, Selena's sister. However, when she was crying and getting mad about Maria Celestes making this book and turned it to a production, why you ain't talk to Daddy? Because that's more important than it's because it's slandering your daughter and your sister. Okay, Maria Celeste's book is now it's already produced. It's on Telemundo. Folks are trashing it. Folks are liking it. Folks are making these rumors that were saying back when she passed away, in the '90s. They're talking in Spanish and English, and I'm like, and when this one was singing "I Will Survive," I'm like, I feel like Simon, from American Idol. Like, no, no, baby, no, no. I'm sorry. And she would portray looked like, and then her makeup looked like it was a porcelain doll. She looked like a porcelain doll just because you could tell she's an older woman. I'm sorry. I'm a bash that movie. I want to see Chris Perez production of this book that he written, not this Maria Celeste. And that my question is why Papa Joe, Latin version, Papa Joe, excuse me, Abraham, has not stopped this at all. That is more detrimental than your son-in-law's book. I don't understand that. Don't understand it at all. I don't. I mean, yeah, because it's gonna show the image that he didn't want to portray in the movie. Besides, remember, Gregory Nava. I'm going ahead and spill the tea. And make sure y'all get the matcha. It's my kush. Because I'm about to go drink some matcha, tea, coffee that I mix together. I put the tea bags together. This is what I do when I'm changing subject. On my coffee pot, okay, you put the filter in. Then you put the tea bags in it and mix it. Okay, that's how you do it because I cannot. Matcha is very expensive. It's very expensive. I get my matcha from HEB and Fiesta sometimes, or either yeah, they're very expensive. Okay, so they have matcha coffee. I'm not gonna spend 20 some dollars, $15 to get it. So I make my own. Okay, that's why. So make sure, spill the tea. Y'all go ahead and get the matcha. It's my Kush T-shirt. So therefore, okay, don't get no real Kush. You get locked up, acting crazy, acting a fool, acting way worse than Yolanda Salazar. If you're out there drinking it, getting that dog Kush, you better leave that Kush alone. That's not. You will panic because it's not organic. Now, and I don't do no weed. Okay, don't get wrong. Don't do no real. Okay, but matcha is legal. It's in tea. The doctors are talking about that. The show doctors to be on NBC or see whatever it is channel. If it get that shirt. Okay, so let's go ahead and spill the tea about this. Gregor and I want to mention to Chris Perez about mention the part when Selena and her dad was arguing about Chris Perez, and he didn't want that in the movie. So when he mentioned that, a documentary about Selena's movie, that's how I know this because it paints Abraham, the different Abraham that he don't want folks to know that he showed, through because I mean I heard in the book that Chris Perez mentioned that he was still controlling Selena, talking about Abraham, why after they got married. So no one to live in the house. Cause when you making big money, I'm sorry you moving on up like the Jefferson mansions. Remember the Jacksons? They left the ghetto in Gary, Indiana, ghetto Indiana, and went to Encino, California. They went out there singing a damn machine with big afros, living in some dang old ghetto Gary, Indiana. They moved all the way to L.A. Okay, and they moved to L.A. and they moved to Encino, California, and that's the reason why they live good. So when I saw Selena, when she passed away, her house in Crisp, I'm like, they live in a middle class area, and she's a big star in Latin America. Come on, and the house music as well. Come on, move on up like the Jeffersons. So I see why if Chris Perez said, because I want to get that book, I want to save my money. Maybe you can buy it off on T-shirt. I can get the doggone book on Amazon. Anyway, the point is, because I need because when you get into a financial game, you have to be your own boss. Okay, so right now, yes, okay, future entrepreneur. As I was saying, I need to get that book. But guess it is. Maybe a Christmas present. Maybe I can give me some PayPal money. A Christmas present. I can go ahead and buy it. Yes. Okay. So we can reference the book and read everything that Chris Petty said. Now, what I heard that he was controlling, so she couldn't do this and that and all this other stuff. What it is in Texas, okay? A lot of parents down here are very overprotective, even as adults. I thought I was the only one. I almost took my life behind that situation, but that's we see why that I'm very undeveloped. I'm trying to get developed, and I'm 39 years old, and I recommend not overprotect your doggone kids. And then you want to know why the new millenniums, when they go to work, they don't work because their parents don't want them to work. The parents want to stay at home, and then they act a fool on the job. You know, fired, and they don't care, and they don't want to work while they on clock. You get my point because of overprotective parents. Okay, and they're not fully developed as at the age 18. Okay, that's in cuddling them. That's at the age. That's still my baby. Well, that's your baby come out the womb that you contributed to your sperm if it came out of your wife or ex-girlfriend or baby mom. But that's not a baby. It's not in diapers no more. It's a grown person. It's your offspring. Stop trying to use belittling language to defend your little abuse or yeah, this is abuse. It's narcissistic abuse. By him being a narcissist parent. No offense to the Quintanilla family, I have two of them, and I have not seen them, and I don't want no problems with them. Okay, thank you. Now, I can relate. She was still being controlled by her dad while while Chris was married to her. You see what I'm saying? And that's what he don't want to mention because he feels guilty. And she was naive. No offense to Selena, but her going back to the hotel, and I love Miss Selena. I have almost been in that situation too. When you're very overprotected and you're very spoiled, you assume everybody's your friend. People was telling folks, that designer was telling folks that I think one of the designers, right? He was telling Selena she is not, and she got offended. And next thing he said, I was telling her there's not a friend. Y'all seen the documentary they showed on I forgot what channel recently about Selena's life. Okay, I saw it on YouTube. So that's the whole reason why that I had to agree, because when y'all color these kids and make them undeveloped and they can't drive, they can't all this other stuff. And they're adults with this mess, and you want to while they're free living in your house, they want to clean up, you messed up. Okay, so when I turned 18 back in '97, folks didn't want me to have my own life. Ghetto drama. I'm See, if you're 39 years old and when you was 18 and 19, 20 some years old, you ain't have to deal with no ghetto drama. It's ghetto drama. I'm sure y'all heard some hood rat thugs mess. And I came from middle class America. You see why I'm taking control of my life and kicking everybody out. You see my point? Thank you. All the negative people, that's the point. Now, see what I'm saying? So if I had my own and did everything I wanted 20 some years ago, this would not be happening. I would not live in no damn ghetto apartment. Now, you get my point, y'all? Hello. When y'all call your kids after age 18, they're undeveloped, you tell them they ain't gonna make it, that's what you cause. That's why I'm criticizing Mr. Quintanilla. So after she got married, and according to I read sources her on social media, I haven't read the book yet, Chris Perez mentioned that how narcissistic that was to Selena. She couldn't do this, she controlled. So, as folks were saying in the conversation about my video about this book being sued and everything else, that Chris Perez, Abraham Canilla, he didn't want to show that, but he wants Selena to live through him. Okay? That's true. Just like Michael Jackson's dad. They didn't make it in the industry, okay, when they was singing in the 50s, because Chris Perez, Abraham Canilla and Joe Jackson, they were singing them 50 songs back in the day, okay? All right? So they have kids, they saw the talent, and they pushed and pushed and pushed, being the puppeteers. Both Joe Jackson, and I understand Joe Jackson and and Abraham Quintanilla, they didn't want their kids being didn't do nothing thugs, hood rats, cholos, gangsters. Okay, let's call it like it is, whether it be in Lake Jackson, Barrio Ghetto Lake Jackson, or Barrio Ghetto in Corpus Christi, just like the Jackson won't no ghetto Gary Indiana mess, okay? And they 9 children, okay? Later on, Joe Jackson had another child. We know about that situation, okay? So that's why, but you don't be belligerent, okay? You know what I'm saying? That's not the healthy way of doing parenting children. Understand? You don't want your children to get caught up in that mess. Okay, and usually those kids come from dysfunctional families, but that was the functional as well to push. And we see how Michael Jackson came out and what he went through, and the drugs he was taking to get to cover that pain. So same thing when it comes to Selena. When I see hear this, yes, it's that she's overprotected, because when in the movie that Abraham didn't want in the movie about that what happened on the bus, she said he said if you go with him, there will be those Selenos Dinos. Well, she was 20 years old. So that means after age 18, all her business go to her, not to him. He managed it, but just like Janet and Latoya and Michael D, I think the other brothers, they kicked Joe Jackson to the side. So you get my point. So she could have said, "Excuse me, Dad, I don't care. I'm grown and we gonna get married and just like Whitney Houston told what's her name Sissy, and I do believe that part of the Lifetime movie. She told Sissy Houston, if you don't accept Bobby, I can leave you out. That's a Leo trait, and I'm sure Chris Fish can because he said I go on my own. I ain't gonna become no doctor. Yes, I'm gonna become a rock star because we determined to have our way. We Leos, the Aries are very submissive, and that's what Selena is, an Aries, okay? Because I have a aunt who's an Aries, okay? On my dad's side, trust me, they're very submissive, and they also try to maintain submissive amongst the person they're controlled by. Trust me, I know, okay? And Mariah Carey is an Aries too. That's why they have bipolar type 2. I'm bipolar type 1, the worst case. That's thank you, okay? So Leos, and so anyway, so that's the point I'm trying to say. She she didn't have a life and she was looking for friends. That's why it was easy for Yolanda Sandoval to be her friend. She was naive. I almost been in situations like that to the point it was almost deadly. When I started to stop being around toxic people. Okay, besides family members, I'm talking about folks out the family who were about that life. And when it started to be part about going against me, I had a friend. I have to change it to my situation. I just want to relate to my audience. I had a friend who was singing, and I never forget his play uncle is part Mexican, part African, to sing Creole. And they was I didn't mean jump in a conversation. I said, y'all in business. I was actually that was, yeah, sure was almost 20 years ago. And I found out this old fool was a crazy fool. The brother that used to be a pimp, okay, and he's anti-Catholic. Later on, I found out trying to be a preacher, but he still had that old streetwise. Then the dude that's close to my age, who was in his 20s, was supposed to be his uncle, but they was just play uncle and nephew, and he was monitoring his career, and he just came out of penitentiary. And this dude, they don't became homeless. He married to a Hispanic woman as well. And I found later on he gonna be born again. He was a Muslim. He became born again Christian. Next thing, and he's still on the street. And every time I give him, but anyway. So one time, what got me scared was his friend or brother, somebody in their family, and we how you do 3-way on the phone. They were beefing, and hit the brother, cousin, girlfriend. She from Trinidad. He gonna call immigration on her. This okay. Then he threatened to burn the house down. Now I was 19 and 20 years old, and some told me, Zach, stop being open to people like this. Stop, because I was trying to become. I was, I heard music business. I was like, this one the time Matthew knows back in. Okay, yes, I've been talking. Okay, when ESPN was big at the time, and yeah, this is her. Okay, so I'm like, yeah, I said, let me back down, because this dude dangerous. Because what if he say we get into an argument, trying to burn my family? Yeah. And so I prayed for him. I started talking to this friend, whatever. So he got back with his ex-wife, his Mexican ex-wife. He said he was born again, and at the time I was trying to get away from that process because I'm an I'm an ex-Protestant, you know what I'm saying? So I was trying to get back to my Catholic faith at the time because there wasn't any distraction trying to learn about my faith, even though I fall away from it after I had converted a couple years later. So what happened is when I would meet him in the medical center, not intention, just haven't seen him. And one time, man, little Joe, this dude turned against me like he wanted to do something to me. And I remember the phone call. It's back in 2002, 99, when this dude threatened to burn his family, his cousin, brother's house down. He just came out the penitentiary. He was a Muslim. He became born again, Protestant Christian later on. And you get my point. So the reason why I'm bringing this up, back when I was 2099, when I was in 98 is 20 years ago, I was open to anybody. I was coming out the house, being sheltered. That's like I can understand with Selena's, because I don't know Selena's life like that, but I can relate to that situation. We have narcissistic grandparents and parents didn't want you to grow up. So you're trying to look for any opportunity in your friends, and I found the so-called friends were not my friends. And I'm glad that I start to get distance from this dude, because what if we had got into an argument and this dude pop out tried to do something to me? And that's the reason why I'm bringing about Salon Salazar. So when Chris Perez is talking about if he did say that Papa Joe, Abraham, because he's like a Latino version of him, okay, was very controlling towards Selena. They to the point she couldn't dress a certain way. That's how they are. And I know it's in Texas, no matter what race, demographics, We have a lot of that going on, but then they complain about millenniums don't want to work. Millenniums, you know, easily get fired and don't want to come to work on time and not sorrowful and not scared of losing a job and they don't care because their parents call them and they not let them have any independence or whatever. And that's the reason why I'm talking about this. So Joe, Abraham does not want to mention that part of him. Of course, he's trying to celebrate his legacy of his daughter, who's no longer here. But that's what I'm observing. He don't want to show that dirty part, the bad part, the evil part, that will make his image tainted. Because everybody saw that, they're like, oh, that's how he really is. He a mean. He should never did sleep like that. And she's 20 years old. You know what I'm saying? So that's the point that he's suing. But I don't see how he can sue the son-in-law, excuse me, when it comes to I need my mantra because I'm losing my brain right now. And caffeine right now. I don't see how the world. That's why I said Marsha's my kush. You see how I kind of lost track a little bit? Okay, I haven't had it yet. I just took some of those caffeine pills, those chocolates you buy from what's my Georgia name? Whole Food store. Well, I bought HEB yesterday. The small, the like chocolate caffeine. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay. Yes. So that's why I kind of, but I need my no, but over. I need to buy that today if I have some money left. I need to go to get my go to court. Like I ate some brunch. Okay, even though it's not Saturday. And I need to do that because I need to get my mind straight. You see why I'm very dependable on those mental herbs and thank you. Okay. Now they help me function well. So when it comes to Abraham, okay, that's what I said. March is my Kush. Screen down now. All right, it could be a Kush too. Anyway, point is that is the whole reason why that Abraham is afraid to show that side that folks did not see until they saw that movie Selena. Okay, that he didn't want Gerger and Nava to point out because I don't want the kids to be inspired. No, but excuse me, even though they Jehovah Witnesses, don't the scriptures say a man leave his wife, leave his parents to go unite with his wife? Okay, two becomes one. So that was God's will to bring, because Chris Perez did love your daughter. You know what I'm saying? He did not have no hate. He was not no HOE, no male thought, no, I mean in proper language over here. He was not that. He was, even though, remember when they was in the hotel and his homeboy was drinking beer, he said, we know what you like. He said, she not the type of girl. You know what I'm saying? And his behavior changed. And he finally found somebody that really loved. That was God bringing those two together. Okay? And that was not your job to stop that, especially if she's a grown woman. She ain't no teenage girl. So I don't care what anybody say. You know, if I have kids and I know I can control my kids' decision when they turn 18, okay? However, if it's meant to be for my daughter to marry that dude, even though I might not like him, I hope and pray he doesn't do anything to her, but he showed and proven that he loved my daughter, then let it be. That's supposed to be. And you can tell this man that book do love Selena. Still do, even though she's no longer here. So it's weird how the father still controlling out on the streets. Yeah, yeah, okay. Well, you might live the thug child life back in the day, but not everybody thug child life no more. Okay. Not everybody is into thug. I know he's a rocker and he was out there drinking and acting ratchet sometimes, talking about Chris Petty. But that changed when he met Selena. Okay, and I know that a lot of folks know, and a lot of dudes know this too. When it also happens with women when they meet men who change their life. You know, God brings that person, but he's out there acting wild, and I think that what made him in love with this beautiful woman is when he started changing his life. The self-destructive behavior is like God brought an angel to him. You know what I mean? It sound like Amanda Perez, you know what I'm saying? An angel above. So Selena was his angel on earth. And that was the reason why he changed. All that thotting and acting a fool and getting drunk and trying to having side pieces and all that went away. This woman put some sense in his head due to her example, different upbringing from he was supposed to, and he loved that. And that was his way of trying to change his life when he met this woman. That's why he wanted to marry her. Okay? And that was God doing it. I'm sorry, I don't know God's thoughts. I'm not like Saint uh, uh, Paul said in Corinthians. I don't know God's thoughts, but in my opinion, and God prove me wrong if my opinion is wrong, that was God bringing that woman and that man together, and you try to be the serpent trying to separate the two. No offense, Mister Quintanilla. Okay, so sorry, sir, but that's the reason why. So it's weird that you will stop this, go against the petition for and coming out about how you treated people because you know what I'm saying. They said something comes the stuff that comes in the dark come out to light. That's what makes sense to the public because you've all right everybody to your business when you make that movie, okay? Because I know that people making stories about her lying, that why you signed a contract, but the idea of this whole thing and this also let know that how vulnerable Selena was because I know being overprotected by my own family to the point that I don't got ish because hell y'all know to the point I'm still struggling at 39 years old. I understand read about narcissistic behavior, narcissistic parents, yeah, you please, and narcissistic, overprotective parents, you and calling and codependency that will cause a child to fail as an adult. Okay, to the point where I'm supposed to, when they grow, they be 60 years old, and their parents 90, and they didn't want to come out their parents' house all these years. That's what they get that from. Okay, I'm not saying those who taking care, they was independent, they started taking care of their family. No, I'm talking about those who never came out, and their parents still paying their bills. They 60 and 40 and 80, and you get my point. Well, that's because they have a lack of maturity due to them of being independent. They're codependent. Okay. So that's where, and people say, well, I don't want anything to happen to, okay, I don't think you want anything to happen to your kids. That's part, like, no offense, to be rude or anything. But why y'all not praying for the protection of your children? And then to be successful as independent adults. Because then you can be complaining about them not wanting to work. Then you see what I'm saying? So it's going to open that door, that book, if it is true, open door that Abraham was making Selena vulnerable so she can be codependent on him. And that's the whole reason why, because I'm reading about codependency, why it's hard for me to try to make it in life and changing my own mentality. You can tell my mentality has been changed, so I can make it. So I will make it. I will make it. Okay. So you see what I'm saying? I'm taking self improvement, self mind, because your mind determines your future. Okay. That's the man thinking. Okay. So you get my point. Y'all know I've been reading self improvement books, but my whole demeanor has been changing. Okay. So point is, gotta do. They can't stay here. You can't sit here and doubt. Okay, you're gonna always be where you at. So that's what I'm guilty of because I was brainwashed to be codependent, and when I try to be independent, people try to knock me down, tell me I'm gonna make it. No, so that's why I see why Chris Perez was having issues because he was still talking about Abraham was still in that man's life and in Selena's life after they had got married and they live next door to you. Nah. I mean, just you know. So that's the whole reason why that I kind of slide with Chris Perez side because not only that we Leos and August and our birthdays are not that far apart, but I can understand that that he had an issue. I would have an issue too if my wife was still having the family control our bedroom. No offense. Let me dirty. Our bedroom, our house, our expenses, our finance, every decision makers. They gotta go to. No. We have issues. Dr. Phil had some. It was a white woman, one white man. His mother. He got divorced 2 times like that. Y'all seen on Dr. Phil before they had that treasure situation, and she was controlling woman. And here I don't know what it is in the South, especially in Texas, we have parents like that. I don't want any act just as evil as the people that said it's gonna happen to. That's the point. I don't understand. The same thing they say the boogeyman paranoia put in your head to keep them codependent. The same thing. Thank you. I mean, you're doing the same doggone thing 10 times worse. You know what I'm saying? Because you're supposed to be the loving person. You ain't supposed to be the controlling person. You know what I'm saying? So that's why. So that's why I say when it goes to the death of Selena, he probably bears his responsibility talking about, I'm sorry I said it because she was not able to be her own person to the point, you don't meet at the hotel? No, we're not meeting at the hotel. We meet in public. I'm not going to the hotel because you done set me up. Okay? That's right. You don't go to, can you meet me at the alley here? And usually when people say stuff like that, I'm not saying no, she not in no drugs, but just some drug dealing type stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Cause I've been in the hood too long. I'm catching up with things. When you have someone meet me, yo man, meet me at the alley here, that's sometimes someone gonna set you up. You know what I'm saying? And if she was not taught that, she'd be alive today. That's what the reason why that book is not being exposed. Because it's going to show Abraham a different light as controlling, and she not having a mind on her own, talking about his daughter, and it led to this because it's not her fault that she's deceased. But if she was told to have self-control, empowerment, self-determination, and self-defense, you know what I'm saying? This would not have happened. I'm calling like it is because y'all, there have been situations I cannot always talk about that I had to learn as being formerly codependent. Okay, from people not trusting people, people stabbing the back and getting hurt, and to the point that I almost got into some situations that it was definitely okay that I had to get rid of people like you know what I'm saying. That's one instant. There wasn't. It's been other instances as well. So you had to be rational, and that's what that she was missing because y'all know anyone know when someone say meet me at an alley, like what? Why we gotta meet way out there? What's you scared of? Either it could be a trustworthy friend, but no, in these days, these crazy days, they have a 9 to 5. That can be some that's I'm ready to f you up type thing. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know about it. So that's where this comes from. And I think that that's the point he don't want to admit, trying to make her to a child and adult's body. She was naive to go to that hotel by herself. And it's not her fault. It's Abraham being controlling, and that's the reason why. One thing, and that's what I'm saying. That's why I'll never forget. So on Halloween, go ahead and make one story. Some crazy person knocked on my door talking about they the maintenance this year. And I said, what? I'm in my room praying. I'm laying down in my bed, and I'm, you know what I'm saying, over here praying. And then I kind of went on the social media and stopped a little bit. And before I went to work to go work at the bar that I was working for Halloween, they knocked on my door and said, man, I said, excuse me, what's the wrong? Because I didn't contact them on that means or anything. Then they said, open up, Zach. And the next thing, all type of N words. It was crazy. Oh, but y'all know I hate the N word. I said, just by you saying I ain't open this door, I don't know who you are, I'm not open the door. And the dude walked away. So it's probably some crazy fool trying to start something. Okay? Do you see my point? Do you see why I live a private life? I don't go out. No, I don't. The area I live, no, I don't go out as much. Now, if I've been opening doors, oh, how you doing? Next thing you probably won't see me here. That's the problem I'm talking about. Vulnerable people. This is what happens to vulnerable people. So it's not Selena's fault. It's the upbringing that she had, being overprotected by her dad. Okay, and then when she became a grown woman, he still was trying to control her. It's my assumption, and make me the ASS out if I'm wrong. Okay. And if she would have saw the signs when her designer was telling about Yolanda and how the pictures of her being obsessed all over the house and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? It was scary. You know what I'm saying? Her attitudes. If she would have saw the signs, this death would never happen. Okay? You got to look at signs. You got to be discernment. Have a gift of discernment. And that's one thing about me. I have a gift of discernment. When I start seeing things, no. And you get close to 40, you come to mind. So learning about some psychology. When I was in online school back in 2014, 15, 16. Okay, when I took psychology in 2014 in August after my birthday. Okay, Chris Bailey's birthday as well, and online. And it took about close to your 40s. You convert from your 20s. You're open to a lot of stuff. You're trying to explore. But when you get close to 40 years old, and I'm sure Chris Perez was heard this probably, yeah, you're actually right. You come to mind, you know what you want. You kick out people in your life because you ain't trying to repeat the same mistake that you did back when you was in your 30s and 40s. You know what I'm saying? 30s and 20s, early 30s and in your 20s, as a teenager. You're trying to make extreme measures to keep that from going on. So if she had been taught, even though she passed away 2000, passed away 23, I need my time. I'm not sure. Okay, sorry. I've been procrastinating because I'm over here praying on about things going through a lot right now and reading a lot of entrepreneur stuff and also mind changing mindsets, okay? Brain changing. That's the whole reason why confidence and all the other stuff. If she was rational at a young age, she would know not to have Yolanda to be working for her and not to go over there because anytime someone go meet me at the back alley, meet me at this and that, that's some stuff to know. Why do you want me to meet me at 2 o'clock at night? That's mean that I'm going to do something to you. I'm setting you up. I'm sorry, that type of mess. Why would you want to meet me way out there at this time of night? Why would you want me to meet you at this secluded location? What's going on? Why you can't tell me? You know what I'm saying? That lets you know. And then yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's the point. That's scary. Okay, you setting somebody up. That's true. You setting somebody up. It is what it is. So you can't be naive. And I think that if he would step in overprotected us, Leela, if he would told her how to live her life as a grown woman, this would not happen. That's why that book is not become turned into a production. But the Maria Celeste's book, you know, yeah, it's out and it's in production, and he's scared. I don't know why he's scared. The big folks in Hollywood gonna stop him. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking that too. Yes, y'all. Let me leave that alone. Anyway, everybody have a nice day. And y'all make sure y'all subscribe, share the video. Also, this holiday season, save some money. $5 is is your upgrade at Dosh app. Please, my referrals down there. Go ahead so you can get your app uploaded and then go shopping with other stores that's on there and movie theaters, whatever business, and then you get points out. You know what I'm saying? You accumulate a lot of money on your purchase, and you can save money for your kids and your family, your wife, your husband, side pieces, okay, and Sancho, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay, y'all, yeah, we know what some of y'all be doing. You should be doing things you be doing, and also your friends and whoever that cousins, your loved ones, sniffing or whatever it is. Go ahead and try to go there, so therefore you can save you some money. And if you want to spend some money, you can help me out and also support uh my t-shirts and mugs and everything else, would be Team Zacarias or Mantra is my kush, which I need to get that in a few minutes. So I can get high and get my work together, my mind together, my mente together, you know what I'm saying? My brain together. Please go ahead and get those t-shirts, all right? So you can have that show Christmas and you give it to Christmas present to those who love my videos and everything, all right? All right, y'all have a blessed and Friday and also holiday season. Bye bye. Have a nice day.